Alright folks, welcome to another league with Learnmulet. We made a couple of changes from the previous list. The main deck was kept the same, but I cut the lessons that underperformed, and instead I added a second copy of Contain and Breach, which was far and away the best lesson, not even close. And then I'm keeping the best summoning. The 7-mana lesson was just embarrassing, so I'm trying out Fractal Summoning to make like a big dude. And finally, the other one that we're trying out is Introduction to Annihilation. So we're going to see how this one works out. Probably going to keep this hand. It's a little bit on the slow side, but I like the fact that if we're playing against an aggressive deck, we're pretty well set up. It's not an aggressive deck probably, but it's a pretty nice way to unlock our hand. To my opponent is Hardcore Henry, a known player. Limited Showcase Prestige. Ugh, it's Blue Moon. Gonna go with Dryad, force them to have the mana leak. And they do. So we probably can't beat most cards that they could deploy on turn 3. Blood Moon is probably unbeatable. I am definitely going to transmute for Cavern though. My opponent could be on Breach. They can't draw 3 of Archmage's Charm, which is nice for me. So if they have the Breach combo, we're pretty fucked. Awakening and Force of Negation is what they pitched. That was cool. That was cool. I think Barrymale Blue-Red Breach is probably the absolute worst matchup for us. Primal Command confirmed better than K Command. I mean, in that deck specifically, yes, because one of them they can cast and the other one they can't, right? So, but that looked very good for sure. It wouldn't have changed the outcome, right? We would have died a couple of turns later anyway, but. Yeah, I'm keeping this hand. Don't think it's incredible or anything, but it's definitely keepable. We need a bounce land ASAP. That really sucks. Really, really sucks. Mason, I think we'll follow. It's a good exchange for us, though. Temple of Epiphany. We're dead here. We can't win anymore now. We missed an Orlando's for too long. I really doubt that this is resolving, but I think that this is what we gotta do. They kept on top, so I'm assuming that we're fucked here. I'm assuming that either my opponent found the counter spell or that they... Well, I'm definitely hasting. They went top, though. Why would they go top? Been watching YouTube for a while. Finally get to catch playing live. Your videos are what got me into it. Oh, awesome, Mason Knight. Happy to hear. We're getting away with it here. So I'm assuming that they have the breach combo, so I'm gonna get Colony Garden and Cavernous Souls. Yo, thank you for the Prime sub, Mason. Appreciate it. So now the Gracer can block Emmy. We have a plan to sack to what's his name? The Annihilator trigger. Don't care about Blood Moon because we already have a Titan in play. One, two, three, four, five, six. I guess I can just stake the 7. It is kind of whatever. Wow, I was not expecting to win that game. They kept with Opt. Why would they keep with Opt if they didn't have anything? Super weird. Keep this. Our best draw would be an untapped land, which would speed us up considerably. But even if we don't find it, this is just an okay hand, I guess. Please don't counter this one. Sweet. And I think I'm going to be deploying my lands here because my opponent has Prismara Command and they can blow up my AmuLIT, so it's not unlikely for them to find a way to get rid of this. And of course I get immediately severely punished for my choice. Gracer, too threatening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Three, 4, 5, 6. Can play around mana leak this way. Remand. That's pretty bad. I didn't see Remand game 1. I was not expecting Remand. I thought they would have either Mana Leak or Gust, so it didn't really make sense for me to go after the Cavern. Will there be a birthday Tuesday tomorrow? Really enjoy the Failure Retreat deck, and actually I'm playing that deck in paper with friends. Shadow just can't go control. Finding great success with it. No, I think I like that deck a lot. So yeah, you will probably see it. You will probably still see it in some Tuesdays every now and then. With what bounce land? I had to bounce the T-West to transmute. Remember, we didn't know about the amulets, and then we just drew back-to-back amulets after we had already played our bounce land, which was this one. So we didn't really have that information when I played out my land. Otherwise, I would have obviously held on to the bounce land. Opponent deep in the tank, which I have to assume that it's good news for me. Just gonna go for Blood Moon. Oh. Opponent is what we call in the business dead. DE dead. Do I think that our package is worth it? I have no idea. That's why I'm testing it. And I will play another round right after this. Welcome to round number 2. Okay, keep. Not great. Not awful. I think I'm leaning on Gracer to block. Or to force my opponent to use like a card of this. Yep, I'll block. Not bad. No need to explore just yet. We can get more information tomorrow. And by tomorrow, obviously, I mean next turn. I don't know why I said tomorrow, but it's funny. I'm gonna hope that this Dryad survives. If it doesn't, Vapor Snag. One, two, three, one, two, three. Okay. So maybe we're fine here. Get to kill 2 other dudes. Here we go. But the nice thing about holding on to this Gracer is that... oh, don't tell me they have triple lightning bolt. Oh, Stormwing Entity is fine. Was about to flip the table. But yeah, my point of why I didn't block previous turn is precisely because I get to block a Sprite Dragon. How much damage can we deal here? So that's not enough. So we're just gonna clear their board. Dryad Valakut is pretty messed up. Next turn, I love you. Next turn, you're an end step away. That sounds beautiful. Almost like poetry. Finally, we get to bring in the overgrown Arcus. Arcus. And its members. What's up, Aritzi? You can probably cut Bojuka and one of those. Overgrown out, baby. Let's go. Can my opponent ever beat turn 204 wall? Straight up unbeatable. Oh, this hand's gasoline. We'll keep it. Oh, thank you, Lex. It's going well. Having some fun with this list. It's kind of hilarious. That's bad. Gracer's so busted. Please overextend into my explosives, OP. Yes, I will block you. With my opponent missing a land drop there, I think it's better for me to kind of like play it cool here. Totally don't have an explosives. Totally don't have an explosives here, so. But yeah, this Gracer is definitely going to be chump blocking. Wow. Well, that's awesome. I'm going to use black mana to play this. Yeah, getting double bolt here is it's amazing for us. They found the sprite for the 7-up, the 7-up dragon. Sure. I guess I'm gonna crack here because we can actually raise. Be awesome to draw like a Titan or something. Get a chump blocker. Because one of their lands is Fiery Islet, maybe you can start dealing them damage. This is bad if we find a Valakut, and if we find a Valakut, then it would have been obviously a lot better for us to play this. I mean, we still have to play like at this point, with my opponent having 2 threats, it's probably quite unlikely for me to be able to get there. So I need a Titan. It's not a Titan. I guess if we find Valakut, we still have access to Misty, so... Out of all the bad draws that I had, Gracer is secretly one of the best, because it is a chump blocker, so maybe I don't die this turn. Seems unlikely, though. My opponent has 2 cards. Another Stormwing Entity. Gracer's probably going to need to chomp. Anything, please. Anything that's good. They kept the card on top, so I'm just dead. That sucks, man. No, this is the second league. So any spell kills me. Even Sprite Dragon kills me. Yeah, that counts. It's such a bad card. They should not have Cleansing Wildfire against me. Wildfire is horrible against AmuLIT. You wanna know my opinion on this console of the deck? I mean, it's interesting. Okay, there we go. That's a Primeval Titan. Tis a Primeval Titan. I have to say that Gracer has been incredible in this match. I was promised Esika's Chariot. Boom, delivered. Would you ever play Dredge on stream? I have played Dredge on stream. I will play virtually anything in exchange of cash. Probably Introduction to Annihilation. Chariot has been so good for me in leagues last few days. It's been okay for me. House says that it's terrible. I think it's better than terrible. I think it's definitely better than terrible, but I wouldn't say that it's like incredible or anything. It's just fine. Here's a 6/6. Just gonna set up to haste the next one next turn. I'm at 17, I can't lose here. Sweet. See you for the next round. Welcome to round number 3. Sitting pretty at 2-0. What is life about if not winning matches of Magic? 2-1. Maybe Amitu will final save Modern. Gotta save Modern from itself. This is really nice. This is really, really nice. The fact that we drew second AmuLIT is going to allow me to go for a very, very cool line here. Very, very cool line. So we untapped. Fetch. Burning Pool tapped. This is why you play fetch lands in your AmuLIT deck. And I guess it's why you play Burning Pool. Transmute. Simic Growth Chamber. Play Simic Growth Chamber. Mana. Mana. Bounce. Dryad. Land. Make some Manases. More mana. Gracer. Mana. More mana. Mana, 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 mana. This party is getting crazy. Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah, baby. Oh, I was going to, Freed. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna sideboard for mono green, I guess. I'm so done playing against Tron, man. Why aren't people playing cooler decks? Opponent moves to 6. This hand is very close. Gonna ship it. It's definitely a close hand. This one's also very close. This one's better for sure. But it's not great. In order to do that, you have the first item, get to Laria, and have the Gracer Growth Chamber, bounce it to. This deck is indeed cracked. Look at my opponent with the old frame, Sylvan's Crying, all the alternate art nonsense. I'm gonna explore here instead of Gracer because, well, first of all because of that, but it was mostly because maybe I could have, I just would have gotten more information. I don't even know what these lands are. It's rough that we're gonna have to. We'll probably have to set up the next Titan because this one's very likely to just die. We pay for pack next turn. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, for... Yeah. Not getting Ghost Quarter here, because again, I think my Titan's gonna die. And if my Titan does indeed die, I'm gonna need to set up the next one. And if I want to Ghost Quarter my opponent, I can still do that next turn. If my Titan doesn't die. Oh. Well. Okay. Almost hit on the wrong one. Definitely want to get Ghost Quarter here. We can get cute here. Now, is it worth it is the question. Because what we can do is we can Sage, blow up the Expedition map, force my opponent to crack it, and then we can blow up whatever they don't get. Seems better than just playing Azusa. Coolio. See you for the next round. Third match. Turn to Field Trip. Confirmed busted. Can Field Trip for Fractal Summoning. I mean, I'm gonna keep this hand anyway. Like the ramp is just great. Another Ponza gamer. I think we 3-2'd. Okay, that's really bad. I don't remember how the first league was. It was like a whole league ago. So many things that have happened since then. I'm assuming my opponent's playing Ponza, so I'm setting up. Got my AmuLIT. I mean, I would love to see some threats here, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, some threats would be great here. Just, you know, spells to do stuff would be awesome. So Blood Moon. Get to ramp a little bit. There's no need for me to do anything here, so I'm just gonna ramp using this Blood Moon. Hardcast Bone Crusher. We may be able to beat that one. Yeah. Blood Moon kind of played for me there for a couple of turns. I think my opponent's going to have another copy eventually, so that is obviously problematic, but now we just have to draw a Primeval Titan. Not quite. Not quite. It is a champ blocker though. And I think I want the extra blue source in case of pillage. We main deck Containment Breach? No. We've main deck Field Trip. Field Trip gets Containment Breach. That's the next level content you're here for. Taking a chump. Come on, please try Titan. Is Forest Vesula becoming a mountain under Blood Moon? If you played before, yes. If you played after, no. If I play the Dryad now, I force my opponent to exert, and then they swing for 8. I go down to 8. They kill this, and they play the Bone Crusher Giant. So it's still a 2-turn clock regardless, because the Dryad dies. So I'd rather pass here. Well, the thing is, I wouldn't have enough mana to do anything anyway. So I guess it doesn't really make a difference. Because it's not like I'm going to have time to transmute and do stuff. We're just dead now. Wow. Just draw nothing for enough time and you will just die, you know? There's only so many blanks that you get to draw before you just lose the game. I'm gonna try the arcs, see what's up. It's a combo deck, that is the risk. It is not a combo deck. I have talked hours and hours and hours explaining how AmuLIT is not a combo deck, but it's fine. People do think of it as a combo deck, and those people are wrong. Yes. What is the name you use then instead of combo? I said combo because there are some key combinations. Yeah, but like, it's not more of a combo deck than Mono Blue Tron. Would you consider Mono Blue Tron a combo deck? Would you consider Ponza a combo deck? That combo being Utopia's Pro plus Blood Moon? Would you consider Jund a combo deck? Inquisition into Liliana, is that a combo? Yeah, it's not a combo. The way that I see it is it's a ramp deck. A ramp / toolbox deck with a combo finish. That's how I like to describe it. Nice. Yo, what's up, Ash? Doing well. Having some fun with this list. Not particularly convinced that it's great or anything, but it's been fun. I think I'm gonna field trip here. Over Dryad. The Simic version. My opponent are gonna need a Pillage or a Blood Moon, or they're gonna get tightened now. Chandra, that's not good enough. That may be good enough though. We're gonna expose the Dryad to the Chandra, but that's fine. And I think we don't have an amulet on site, so I'm just gonna play this out. It's worse against Pillage, but it's kind of the same anyway. And it's worse against Blood Moon too. Spin the wheel. Ren. Okay, so we just kind of have to dodge Glorybringer. One, two, three, four. Is something wrong with the audio? There doesn't seem to be any problems on my end. We can't double strike here, unfortunately. So I guess I have to kill the Chandra. One thing that we can do that is kind of cute is we can get Bounce Land and we can blow up the Utopia Sprawl. Like, we still have Rexage to blow up a Blood Moon anyway. So what that does is it gives us a blocker. Stabilizing seems like the most important thing here. Because this gives us a pest if we blow up the Utopia Sprawl. I think I may have bounced the wrong lands. Yeah, I bounced the wrong lands. Damn it. That is hilarious. All right, let's check this out. Good Rex Sage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave a red floating. Blow up moon. Use white. These blood moons have been great for me. These blood moons have been awesome for me. That's really funny. You gotta love it when Blood Moon is mana fixing. They got Bolt. Okay. Take it. If I don't block, how do I lose? Yeah. So I guess we can just block. We have another pact in hand, so they can't have both Blood Moon and Bolt. I guess they could see some power into exactly Blood Moon and Bolt, but I'm not gonna play around that. So I think I'm gonna block here actually. And if my opponent has a Bolt here for the prime time, we already have another prime time in hand, and that's the last card in hand. What is this? Chandra Awakened Inferno. It's a card, I guess. Tis a card. Point is at 12. Why is this card in their deck? Why is that card in their deck? We just have lethal here. But we get to transmute, so that's always fun. I can double strike, but this is more game actions. And I like taking game actions. Don't you like taking game actions? Taking game actions is busted. Why do they have... Why are they even playing that card? That sounds so bad. Yeah, but this matchup is not grindy at all. Like, if you're bringing in Flame Slash and Chandra Awakened Inferno in the same matchup, you're probably doing something wrong, you know?
Like, one of the two cards is not supposed to be there. I'm shipping the T-West because it enters tapped. We're gonna get to copy my opponent's basic, which is nice. Never mind, I guess. Too good. Too good. That's kind of weird, though, I have to say. I'm protecting the basic from pillage, obviously. Un torneo esta semana en mi tienda local. ¿Qué versión crees que debería jugar de AmuLIT para ganar? No sé, la que más te guste, honestamente. Me parece que son todas buenas. Además depende de tu meta. Depende de tu metajuego. So our best draw is Castle? That's really good for them. Really fucking annoying, man. So we're gonna be at 6. That's gross. Gonna have to kill that thing. Doesn't do anything. Yeah, but you're talking about an extremely specific scenario. It just really sucks that we would like straight up lose to the emblem. The good thing is that the Force of Vigor kind of covers us from some problematic cards, like Second Blood Moon, for example. They have Double Bold. Oh man. That really sucks. If we had a Missile Lander for a bazillion turns, maybe we would have been able to do something. Really unfortunate. Anyway, see you for the last round. Last one. Sure, keep this hand. Last league of the day. Last match of the day. Or 401 Spike beat you. Oh. Speak off. Sand is not very good against the mirror.
It got better. It just got significantly better. It just got a lot better. Okay. Does my opponent have the Dryad of or the Titan? It's not a Titan. And that's also not Dryad mana. So unless they have an amulet that they top deck next turn, I think we should be able to close the door. We have to be mindful that we are not playing two Valakos. We only have the one. I eat yoga pants. Thank you for the follow. Ugh, no bounce line either. That sucks. I think I'm in a protective Valakut here. Do you use Cavern of Souls to tap for Garenbrick Titan can be countered? You cannot use Cavern of Souls to tap for Garenbrick mana. This card is bad. I strongly advise against playing this card. Is there a way to improve Storm matchup game 1? Just get luckier. Get luckier. Stacy is pretty solid against Storm because it allows you to instant speed with Jugabog, but it's not the end all be all. You know you could have a register that in your deck opponent, right? You could just put this card in your deck instead of playing this nonsense land, right? I'm gonna kill their Titan for value. Opponent's scoped. Mirror match. One that one. One that one. One these ones. One that one.
cut that one. Cut that one. Cut 2 of those. I kind of want to cut field trip. Just cut one of them. I mean, I'm gonna keep this hand. May not work out, but I ain't no coward. I ain't no coward, Chad. This is not a coward stream. We can block warriors in this stream. We definitely can block warriors in this stream. Kolgari Rot Farm. But why? And I'm gonna play castle here because if my dryad dies, if we find the green bounce land, we can still play Titan next turn. Was wondering if you would look at my dredges and tell me what you think. If you want me to check out your deck list, I do that for like a sub or gifted sub, or let me see, I forgot how many points it was. Deck, it's 12,000. What happened? My opponent explored and missed the land drop? No, they hit the land drop. But this is game over. Oh, did I miss a Valakut trigger? I think I may have missed a Valakut trigger there. My bad. This does give me more lands, though, to work with. Yeah, I may have given up some value here. Oh, that was bad. Should have. If I had gotten Vesuva, copy bounce land, we bounced this. I could have played another Dryad. It's fine, whatever. We're fine. We're fine. Why does this only have one Valakut? Because you need to make room for extra basic forests, because you just cannot afford for your field trips to not find you a land. 5 has felt like a decent amount of basics. I've liked 5 basics in this list. We didn't really struggle, you know. Also, I guess this should have been a Tulare West. This should have been a T-West. I mean, we have lethal next turn, even if my opponent kills my Titan. And this, and this. Yeah, we still have lethal, so I'm not that worried about it. You want your landers to be Valakids? I mean, if you think about it, Valakid just sucks, right? Valakid just sucks. Betrayed is busted. So I guess they can GQ me. Like AmuLIT was the only card that gave them an out. Because now they can actually just go squatter me. Which may actually be problematic here. Because I'm out of Valakids. I may actually lose this game. Yep. Wow. We're gonna lose to my miss sequence. Playing the extra land instead of using the garrison. Yeah, we're just dead. We died to the miss sequence and we died to only having one Valakut in our deck. I guess both things did us dirty. Both things did us dirty. Seems fine though. Brutal. How can we make room for that? Definitely not shipping the double amulet hand. Opinions on field trip? It's been cool. The interaction with this one has been powerful. Besides that, it's been just fine. It's a blank. That's pretty solid. I guess so, right? I was just picking fractal summoning. I mean, it is a threat. ¿Por qué deciste cambiar tan repentinamente de deck? No sé a qué te referís.
There was definitely an argument for finding an answer to Dryad in the containment breach, but sorcerer speed, I don't know. Ah, de cara al showcase. Porque no había tenido suficiente tiempo para testear el otro mazo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can make it a 6/6. I guess that's kind of the needed amount. We have another blue source, so I guess that we can continue developing mana here. ¿Se me ocurre a mí? No, no se me ocurre a mí. Hubo un loco que hizo top 8 en el challenge de sábado. ¡Ah! I'm assuming opponent has a Titan because they played out both T-Wests. So I think I'm serving. Because I'm dead anyway if they have the Titan, if they have triple Valakut. Or I guess they will have triple Valakut, so I'm just dead regardless. It's so fucking brutal, man. Again, we could have gotten an answer to this guy as opposed to getting the 6/6. That might have been better. I don't know. Like I don't know how we're beating the Titan anyway when we have nothing. I'm gonna look. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna look. Yeah, we would have died anyway. So nothing really changed, but that really sucks. You know, started 3-0 and then getting paired against like a Ponza player that killed us with double lightning bolt on the turn right before we were gonna turn the corner, and then losing to the mirror, never finds anything. But Field Trip was okay. Like, it's worse than Karn, I think. And it's effectively the same thing, because it requires you to use sideboard slots in order to make your card actually playable. The difference is that Karn wins the game and this card does not. Like in that last match, if we had had Karn instead of Field Trip, we would have won the game, right? This is just bad. Just not good enough. All of the creature making was. This one stabilizes. So this one, even though we never got it, like I can see a spot where this would be okay. But the other one just, like, it's not winning the game. Like, this is modern. You cannot just expect your vanilla 6/6 or even if it's your vanilla 10/10. Like, that just doesn't win games in modern. So you can probably play real cards instead. Yeah, I'm not too much into it. I didn't like it particularly much. Also, like, as we saw, like, we lost because of the requirements that it has on the mana base. Maybe I could have played that turn a little bit better. I still don't think that we had lethal though, because we could have gotten the Valakut off of the Dryad, but my opponent and ended at 13. So I think they would have survived at 1. I think we had maybe 12 points of damage. Oh no, but we could have gotten the fetch line. No, so I guess I did miss the lethal line. But yeah, this is cute though. It's definitely cute. But I don't like it better than Karn. I think Karn is better, and I honestly may think even that Reclaimer is just better. No, you don't need 6, 7, 4s. You're fine with 5. 5 has been a perfectly good number. 4 may be 1 too little. So I think that's why we're going all the way up to 5. You can also just not play 4 field reps, just play 3. And that's how you make room for the second Valakut. It doesn't say anywhere that you need to be playing 4 of this. And at that point, you can actually make the cyborg package a little bit cleaner. So just like 1, 1, 1, boom, that's it. That's all you have. And then you just have real cyborg cards instead. So we can have room for another Tireless Tracker, maybe a Bailoff, or another Radiant Fountain. I've been pretty happy lately with the second Radiant Fountain in the sideboard. The Reclaimer list is what won the Modern Challenge on Sunday. So if you go to the MTGO thing, Excavator is just not what Modern is about anymore. You probably have access. I'd rather have access to another tracker than Excavator. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today, folks. If I wanted to mess around with this deck a little bit more, I would probably play something like this that you see on the screen right now. But that's not gonna be today. So you can continue experimenting with this list. I think it's cool. It's definitely not like embarrassing. Like this is miles better than Adventurous Simple. So when House said that this card is worse than Impulse, he was just wrong. He was straight up wrong. This is infinitely better than Adventurous Simples. But I don't necessarily think that it's better than the other options that we have right now. And I'm honestly not sure that this would be better than just, you know, like straight up this kind of thing. Not sold on it being better than this. So it may be one of those things where it's sort of a metagame kind of deal. So whenever you're expecting like a bunch of stuff that you want to be, you know, blowing up game 1 with Containment Breach, maybe this list becomes better. But even still, it's kind of sus, honestly. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. We had a lot of viewers today, actually, which I really appreciated. So hopefully you had a good time. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.